Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, Daughter of Increase. My name is Nate Denise. For those of you who are new to the channel or who just happen to stumble across this video, and I post new videos every Wednesday and Saturday all about my faith, God, Christ, and expanding the kingdom of God. And I do that through Bible studies, book reviews, discussions, and more. So this is going to be my April book haul. If I'm doing this right, this should be my April book haul. I'm not sure if I did my March, but if I didn't, I'm probably just not gonna do it because I don't remember. But I think I did do March. I just didn't do April yet. So we're gonna dive into this. I am gonna be sipping on some lemonade, but I have rose syrup as well as strawberry syrup in here. So it's a strawberry rose lemonade. So good. It's like bomb.com, you guys. Bomb. Let me try to fix this so I have somewhere to put my cup without making a mess. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the nonfiction things first and then get into the fiction because I have quite a few. Well, I have more fiction than nonfiction. So the first thing I have is this MEV translation, which is a modern English version. Creative Journaling Bible, The Promises of God Bible. I got this from my sis Steph. I won her giveaway. I was one of the winners. She had 2 giveaway winners and I was one of them. If you guys want to see that, you can just click the article to that video. But I was super excited to get this, and it's really nice. It's kind of like a threefold sort of Bible. So on the side you'll have blank spaces on the left side, and then on the right side you'll have lines. Sometimes on both sides you'll get art, if you guys can see. Sometimes you'll just have art on the left side with lines on the right. And let me see if I can find another one of those pages. I'm gonna have to go back to the front to show you guys. So you may end up with a whole page of artwork, and then on the back of that you'll end up with a whole page of lines. So it's like a nice mix. It is double columns. That is great. I think the headers for each chapter is really cute. Let me try to get to Leviticus. So here is Leviticus, and you get a little bit of information about it. And yeah, this is red letter text, which y'all know I like red letter text. So I like this Bible. I haven't used it yet. I'm still debating. Well, I know how I'm going to use it. I'm going to use it specifically to study the promises of God. Because I've had a Bible that was dedicated to that, but I found it really hard to do. But because this one literally says the promises of God, I'm literally going to use this to do my promises of God Bible study. So I'm going to highlight all of the promises of God, conditional and unconditional, in 2 different ways. And yeah, I'm excited to dive into this. So we have this Bible. So yeah, again, thank you, Steph, for sending this to me and for allowing me to enter your giveaway. So yeah, we have this. Then I have some little booklets to share with you all. So I have the Nameless, Shameless, and Blameless Women of the Bible. It is series 2 from Grace and Delilah. So we have this, and it literally just goes through different women of the Bible. More so lesser known women. This is series 2. I do own series 1. It's over there. And yeah, I would definitely say I would recommend you guys check it out. Or if you are signed up for the Grace and Delilah newsletter, you'll definitely get this in the mail, or your email rather. So we have that. I then have my summer edition of the Our Daily Bread, which honestly I haven't been doing. You know what I just realized? I haven't been getting my In Touch Ministries devotional. So I need to look back into that, or probably re-sign back up for that. But yeah, we have that. Then I have the spring quarter and summer quarter of the Adult Bible Teacher for Sunday school, because I do teach Sunday school and I do teach Bible study at my church. So this was the spring quarter, which I have not read. Sorry. And then this one is the summer quarter, which I'm actually going to start reading up on this soon for my devotionals in the morning. I then have April and June for Table Talk. I have signed up for Table Talk quite a few times through like the free trial. I like them, but I'm not sure if I want to like commit to paying the full price. I think it's like only $20 for the year, but I don't know if I'm committed to having more of these, just because I have so many of the Sunday school booklets. I have so many of the In Touch Ministries, and then I have so many of my Our Daily Breads and like the little booklets that they hand out. So I don't know. I have April and June. I don't know what happened to May. May just mysteriously just never came. But yeah, I have those. So yeah, I have this Bible study here. which actually just came in the mail today, thankfully. So this is a 6-week guided journey to unhurrying your heart. It's called Growing Slow by Jennifer Dukes Lee. It's from Bethany House. I actually never heard of this. I didn't really know anything about this until I got the email from Bethany. So it says, slow down, grow deep. We want to believe that a slower life is possible, but we're afraid of what we'll miss if we don't keep up with the pace. So we bend to the pressure and overlook the gifts of rest and slowness. But what if we could grasp the high reward of good things and grown slow? In this 6-week study, you'll learn to gain the courage to slow down and enjoy life, uncover the surprising truths that will help you grow even in difficult seasons, lay down burdens you've been carrying and receive God's healing, and find value in good things you are already growing. And then it says includes access to free videos and a leader's guide. Awesome. So the leader's guide is in the back. It looks like she really, did a great job at going through this. So I'm excited to dive in. I haven't really gotten a chance to look through it because, like I said, it came today. But there's cultivate, which is turning over the soil of your heart. Plant, which is becoming a good soil girl in a fast-paced world. Grow, which is how to flourish under pressure. Harvest, which is grow and make disciples. Celebrate, which is let's get this party started. And heal, which is leave no stone unturned. So yeah, I'm excited to dive into this, and this actually retails for $10.99 if you guys are interested. So you probably can find this on Amazon or go to Bethany's actual website and you'll maybe be able to get this, but Amazon might be cheaper. So we have that. So because it had the same vibes of like growing and planting, I'm gonna show you guys a devotional I have from Gretchen Saffels, and it's the Well-Watered Woman. It's rooted in truth, growing in grace, and flourishing in faith. I also have the ebook version of the journal that goes along with it, but not a physical copy of it yet. But yeah, this is just a devotional. Honestly, that's what it is. Trying to get to it. So you have part 1, which is the well, which you'll go into identity roots, bring your nothing, dying to live, forsaking broken wells. You have part 2, which is a word. So the word before the world, abiding of the art of abiding, lifelong battle. Then you have the way. So yeah, I'm excited to dive into it. And even though I'm saying it's a devotional, it's really not a devotional. It's more of a book that you actually go through, but I use my chapter books as devotionals. So yeah, we have this book. Last 2 of my nonfictions, I have Jack Graham's Reignite, Fresh Focus for an Enduring Faith, and it's from Bethany House, yeah. And it says, bring the passion and the joy back to your faith. Even pastor struggles to keep going sometimes. When Dr. Jack Graham had major surgery 10 years ago, he knew it would take a physical toll, but to his surprise, he also found himself wiped out emotionally and spiritually. He wrestled with depression and a lack of spiritual energy, slogging through instead of soaring in his walk with Christ. In Reignite, Dr. Graham shares the painful but profitable lessons he learned during his own dark moment of the soul. He shares biblical insights on how to keep your relationship with God. I'm sorry if you guys hear that banging. My landlord, I apologize. He shares biblical insights on how to keep your relationship with God from growing stale, how to focus on Jesus even while enduring screaming pain, and how to make the most of your years on earth, creating a legacy that advances the kingdom of God. So yeah, we have this. I wonder, is there anything under the dust jacket? Nope. Okay. Well, it is a hardcover book that they sent me. The last nonfiction book I have is The Woman Who Met Jesus, New Testament Stories of Lives Transformed by the Savior by Dorothy Villacarcel. I don't know if I'm saying it wrong or right, but I did get this from the Delilah box for the month of April. So yeah, I think this is amazing. And it says, discover the transformative power of unconditional love. And I'm actually going to show you guys the chapter titles because they're bomb. I was requested to do sort of a study on the first few chapters if possible, and I probably will do that because I think this is a great book, honestly. So those are the chapters. So yeah, and she also goes through like the actual translation she uses in this. So we have this, and this one is actually a book from Rebel, but I did get it from the Delilah box for April. So now we're gonna move on to all the fiction books. Okay, let me do a little bit maneuvering. Okay, all right. So I have 2 biblical fictions, 2 historical fictions, some sort of suspense thriller mysteries, and then a contemporary. So I guess I'll start off with the one contemporary I have, which I did get this in my giveaway box from Steph. So this is The Inn at the Hidden Run by Olivia Newport, and it's the first book in the Tree of Life series. You guys can see it is contemporary. There are also 3 other books out. I'm not going to read the whole synopsis, but on the back it says Tree of Life. Every family tree grows an unforgettable story. So Mary's family has been producing doctors for so many generations that no one remembers why. So when she flunks out of medical school, she runs as far from her family in Tennessee as she can. In the small mountain town of Canyon Mines, Colorado, she takes a job at the Inn at the Hidden Run B&B and waits. It's only a matter of time until they show up. So then she meets genealogist Jillian Parsi Duffy and her father, Nolan, who have her back when it takes everything she has to say and face the truth that only her family history can reveal. And pretty much her family then tries to come and take her back, and Nolan and Jillian have to do something before she disappears and never sort of returns, I guess, to herself. So, yeah, it's interesting. And I'm just not realizing that the inside of the leaves actually show little, like, town. So yeah, I'm gonna give this a go and see how I like it. So then on to the 2 biblical fictions, both by Angela Hunt, which is funny, and both of these were from the Delilah box. So this one I'm getting ready to show came from the April Delilah box, and it is Delilah, of course, Treacherous Beauty by Angela Hunt. This is the 3rd and final book in her Dangerous Beauties trilogy. I have all 3 books right here: Esther, Beth, Sheba, and Delilah. I've read it already, so I am saving this specifically for a giveaway. I think once I get to 5 to 10 books, I will do a giveaway for someone to win a bunch of Christian fiction books. So we have this book. And if you guys don't know, this is basically the story of Delilah and Samson, and it is phenomenal. But on the back it says, a complex and compelling glimpse at one of the Bible's most notorious women. Life is not easy in Philistia, especially not for a woman and a child alone. When beautiful, wounded Delilah finds herself begging for food to survive, she resolves that she will find a way to defeat all the men who have taken advantage of her. When she meets a legendary man called Samson, she senses that in him lies the means for her victory. By winning, seducing, and betraying the hero of the Hebrews, she will attain a position of national prominence. After all, she is beautiful, she is charming, and she is smart. No man, not even a supernaturally gifted strong man, can best her in a war of wits. So yeah, this I ended up giving like a 4.5 star rating. It was pretty good. Love this cover though. Probably my favorite cover of the entire trilogy, but yeah. The next one came from my May box for the Delilah box. If you haven't seen that unboxing, click the I to go to that video. But I have A Woman of Words by Angela Hunt. This is the 3rd book in the Jerusalem Road trilogy or series. I'm not sure if it's just a trilogy or if it's going to be like a series or not. But it says, could the greatest calling of their lives still be ahead of them? So I'm not going to read the full synopsis. I'm just going to give you a brief sort of talk through of it. So it basically follows Mary, the mother of Yeshua, who is nearing her 60s. So she's in her late 50s, and she's now at this point of wanting to record the stories of Jesus's life while the eyewitnesses are still alive. So I believe at this point Jesus is gone, like he has ascended, he's gone. And it also features the disciple Matthew, Peter, James, and John. And pretty much Mary kind of enlists Matthew to help her. He wants to do more teaching, but the disciples prefer him to do bookkeeping. And then, you know, now Mary wants him to help with the manuscript, but him and Mary have clashing kind of views on how it should go. And then there is some issues with the Roman emperor when he finds out what they're doing. So, yeah, it says that, Mary, Matthew, and the believers must endure an unimaginable test of faith. So I can't wait to dive into this when I eventually read the other 2 books. But yeah, we have this. Moving on to historical fiction, this one came in my May box as well for the Delilah box, and it's What Comes My Way by Tracy Peterson, the 3rd book in the Brookstone Brides series or trilogy, I'm not sure. It's historical fiction. It's pretty much, it says that it takes place at the Wild Wild West Extravaganza, which is a Wild West show comprised of all-female performers. So in my mind, it looks like a circus, pretty much like a Wild West themed circus of all females and how they perform. And the main character, Ella Fleming, she has a really uncanny talent for trick riding, which impresses the audience, and she does this because she wants to forget about the man who's apparently a murderer. And then you have Philip Deschazer, who has secrets of his own, and they end up meeting. They fall in love, but they don't want to fall in love, and You guys get that gist, all right? So, yeah. At the bottom, it says, uncertain of what will come their way, Ella and Philip must learn to trust God, even when the road they travel takes them in different directions and into danger. Only then can love be part of their journey. So, I'm excited for this. It actually sounds quite interesting. So we have this. The next historical fiction I'm excited for, because I actually enjoy this author's writing, is The Nature of a Lady by Rosanna M. White. And I am so excited for this. I'm so excited. So this place in 1906, it says Lady Elizabeth Libby Sinclair, with her love of microscopes and nature, isn't favored in society. So she flees to the Isle of Sicily for the summer and stumbles onto the dangerous secrets left behind by her holiday cottage's former occupant, whose name is also Elizabeth, but who also mysteriously vanished. Then we have Oliver Tremaine, who's a gentleman and a clergyman who's determined to find his sister, or find what happened to his sister Elizabeth, who they call Beth for short. So you have two Elizabeth. You have Lady Elizabeth, which is the main character, who they call Libby, and then you have the second Elizabeth, which they call Beth. So Oliver is looking to find out what happened to his sister Beth, and he runs into Libby. So they work together and uncover ancient legends, pirate wrecks, betrayal, and the most mysterious phenomenon of all, which is love. So yeah, this is a little thick book. It's almost 400 pages long. So yeah, I'm excited to dive into this. And the last three books are in the sort of thriller suspense genre. So this is a suspense written by James R. Hannibal, and I love James R. Hannibal. He wrote The Griffin Heist and Chasing the White Lion, which is part of the Talia Inger trilogy. I don't know if it's a trilogy, series, or duology. I had the first two books. But yeah, this is his next release, or his latest release rather, The Paris Betrayal. And this sounds so epic. So I'm actually gonna read the back of this, because this one actually, like, I'm excited for. I requested this with the sole purpose of wanting to read this, and I love this poppy yellow and orange. Crazy. But it says, after a rough mission in Rome involving the discovery of a devastating bioweapon, company spy Ben Calix returns to Paris to find his perfectly ordered world has collapsed. A sniper attack, an ambush, a call for help that brings French SWAT forces down on his head. Ben is out. This is a severance reserved for incompetents and traitors. So Ben basically goes searching for answers and anticipating a coming attack. He ends up with a woman who's swept up in his misfortune and must find the sniper who tried to kill him, the medic who saved his life, the schoolmaster who trained him, and an upstart hacker from his former team. More than that, Ben must come to grips with his own insignificance as the company's plan to stop Leviathan from unleashing the bioweapon at any cost moves forward without him, and he struggles against the infection that is swiftly claiming territory within his own body. So yeah, I'm excited to read this. Like, yeah, that's it. That's all I can say. Next I have Aftermath by Terry Blackstock, which is her latest thriller, I think. Is this a thriller? Yes, it's a thriller. And I'm gonna read the back of this, because the back of this, like, blew my mind, like, blew me. So it says, a devastating explosion. Three best friends are at the venue just to hear their favorite band, but only one of them makes it out alive. A trunk full of planted evidence. When police stop Dustin with a warrant to search his trunk, he knows it's just a mistake. He's former military and owns a security firm, but he's horrified when they find explosives and he can't fathom how they got there. An attorney who will risk it all for a friend. Criminal attorney Jamie Powell was Dustin's best friend growing up. They haven't spoken since he left for basic training, but she's the first one he thinks of when he's arrested. Jamie knows she's putting her career on the line by defending an accused terrorist, but she'd never abandon him. Someone is framing Dustin to take the fall for shocking acts of violence, but why? This gripping new thriller from New York Times bestselling author Terry Blackstock will leave you on the edge of your seat. I mean, that alone just, I want to know who planned it, who did it, and if he really did it, and if he did do it, why he did it, and if he didn't do it, why the person kind of like framed him for doing it. So yeah, I'm excited for this one. This one is crazy. And the last book I have is Never Miss by Melissa Costlin. I don't know who this author is. I have no idea. It is romantic suspense. So it says, she saved his life and now they're on a race to stop a deadly attack. Former CIA sniper Cadence Tolley possesses a special set of skills and a rare pedigree. She comes from a family of assassins, which, that alone got me. Family of assassins. I don't know what it is with assassins in books. I love them. But, and by saving Lyndon Bailey's life, she risks being found by them. Despite the danger, Cadence feels compelled to help Lyndon discover who is after him in his incendiary research, which indicates that the Ebola virus is man-made and about to be weaponized. With shadowy figures pursuing them and a mastermind watching their every move, Cadence and Lyndon scramble to stop an impending bioattack at the State of the Union address. When their warning falls on deaf ears, it becomes increasingly clear that there's no one they can trust except perhaps each other. Strap in for a breakneck story that will have you up all night, hurtling toward the last page as the clock ticks and time runs out. So, yeah, another one. I mean, you're talking about the Ebola. You got a girl who grew up with a family of assassins, CIA. I'm here for it. I'm here. So, honestly, I'm excited for all of these books. When I'll get to them, who knows? Because my room is overflowing with books at this point. So, yeah, but that is it, you guys, for this book haul for the month of April. Thank you guys for watching, rating, commenting, subscribing. If you read any of these, let me know. If you want to see reading vlogs for any of these, do not hesitate to let me know. You can let me know in the comments below. You can hit me up on Facebook. You can hit me up on Instagram. Let me know. I'm always open to doing reading vlogs. I haven't done a reading vlog in a minute, and I'm trying to figure out what my next reading vlog will be. Well, I have a reading vlog that I'm planning to do, which I actually should have did in the month of April, but just too much was going on. So yeah, I have a reading vlog coming for sure this month, but I want to know what you guys would like to see reading vlog wise. And yeah, that's about it for this video. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.